Hello, I am Modar Shbat, 5G Project Manager at NAIT Applied Research and Industry Solution. Today, I'm going to answer the most searched questions about 5G technologies and networks. So let's go. There are many scientific papers and research published about this issue. And yes, the 5G towers are unsafe. The World Health Organization confirmed that there is no health risks related to any frequencies and technologies under the 5G umbrella in general. And this is ongoing research. So if there is something really risky about wireless technologies in general, not only 5G, is going to be published in a proper way, in a proper kind of resources. 5G is the fifth generation of mobile networks. It's a wireless technology. All the data transmission are based on radio waves. But in comparison with other generations and wireless technologies, so we are here speaking about a new radio that include new frequencies, new frequency bands, new decoding and encoding forms for the data. We have higher ranks of digital modulations. We have more secure and higher rates for data rates. So it is the most advanced wireless technologies in the market right now. The key performance indicators related to 5G networks is way better in comparison with 4G. So if we are speaking about, for example, data rate, so in the case of downlink for 4G, we are speaking about 100 megabit per second. But in the case of 5G, it's going to be up to 10 or 20 gigabit per second. So it's 100 or 200 faster in comparison with 4G. Also for the latency, for example, we are speaking of ultra latency profile in 5G. So we are able to achieve less than 5 milliseconds, let's say latency, where in the case of 4G, we couldn't achieve less than 20 milliseconds. So there are many other kind of technological advances for 5G in comparison with the latest generation like 4G, for example. 5G is a major technological advancement. It's impacting a lot of other emerging technologies and integrating with these technologies. So here we are speaking about smart cities, smart campus, industrial automation, advanced healthcare, autonomous vehicles, augmented reality, and other kind of emerging technologies. One of the major fields where a 5G can be applied is agriculture. So we are speaking about automated farms, smart farms, remote automation for all the operations related to these farms and agriculture industry. Plus, we are speaking about remote monitoring of the livestock, for example, better sensing capabilities for the weather, for the soil, for the water quality, for the food that is given to the livestock. So we can go on and on how 5G can be very useful for agriculture. Well, there are many factors that impact this situation. So for example, you have device limitation or connected device limitations because not all 5G phones on the market, they have the same capabilities. And in different coverage area, we have different kind of frequencies and number of connected devices, different kind of, say, attenuation profile that also impact the level of the signal and impact the data rates that are used. And most of the commercial mobile operators, they still use a combination between 4G and 5G. So even if you can see that you have 5G signal or 5G icon on your device, but basically you are still using the 4G technology because, as I said, these commercial networks are non-standalone 5G. So it's not really pure 5G. Sometimes they use a combination between 5G, 4G radios, and 4G, 5G also core network. So there are many factors. Those are some of them I mentioned here. In the 5G, we have something called 5G non-terrestrial network. So inside the plane, there is something called the picocell. This picocell is giving a Wi-Fi signal to the passengers inside, and at the same time, it's connected to satellite. So it's getting the internet service from satellite. The satellite itself is connected to Earth station that is connected to the 5G network. So basically, these combinations of all technologies are called the non-terrestrial network. That is the case of a plane. On the trains, so we have something called the rooftop 5G modems that is able to connect the train to the 5G network and give the Wi-Fi signal to the passenger also. According to the 5G standards, this network can support mobility speed up to 500 kilometers per hour. So even the fastest trains on the Earth can be served with a 5G service. Here at NAIT and the 5G Innovation Lab, we have two standalone 5G networks. One is the fixed network that cover the whole lab areas that we have here, so we can do any kind of testing and validation proof of concept that serve different kind of use cases and industries. Also, we have the portable 5G network that can be taken to any location and help the industries to implement and understand more about this technology. We have also different kind of connected devices. So we have drones, cameras, cell phones, routers. We are able also to help the industries to implement different kind of 5G technologies and create new use cases that fit their needs. We do also different kind of network studies, key performance indicator studies. We help the industries to implement different kind of 5G use cases that help them to advance and improve and develop their businesses. And we can also work with different partners and vendors and small, big companies to promote 5G technologies in the Canadian market. I hope after answering all these questions that you have now better idea about 5G technologies and networks. Please, if you have more questions, reach out to 5G Innovation Lab at NAIT, and we are more than happy to continue this discussion with you. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.